The second article of FSC Physics Chapter 1 is Physical Quantities. The question is, what are physical quantities? All those quantities which can be measured are called physical quantities. For a case of a brick, its length, width, height and mass are the important physical quantities which enable us to describe its properties. Physical quantities are of larger importance in physics because we make use of them to express the laws of physics. For example, if the Newton didn't know about the physical quantities such as mass, acceleration and force, he couldn't explain his second law of motion. There are two types of physical quantities: base quantities and derived quantities. The minimum number of those physical quantities in terms of which other complicated physical quantities are expressed are called base quantities. The base quantities are 7 in number. Among the examples of base quantities, there are mass, length, and time, etc. And as the name indicates, derived quantities are those quantities which are derived from base quantities. Velocity, acceleration, and force are its examples. Now, the question is how the base quantities are measured. Before explaining this question, let me to describe that the measurement of a base quantity is important even when we are going to determine a derived quantity such as velocity of the object. In order to determine the velocity of the object, we have to measure two base quantities: the length or the distance covered by the object and the corresponding time interval of motion. Now coming back to the question, the measurement of the base quantities involves two steps. The first step is choice of standard and the second is establishment of the procedure for comparing the quantity to be measured with standard. An ideal standard must have two characteristics: it should be accessible and it should be invariable. Now the question is, which natural phenomena can be used as time standard? So all those natural phenomena which repeat itself after exactly the same time interval can be used as time standard. For example, the rotation of the earth around the sun and about its own axis, the rotation of the moon around earth, and atomic vibrations in solids. The last question about this article is, what are the drawbacks to use the time period of a simple pendulum as time standard? The first drawback in this regard is value of g is different at different places. Second is the variation in the length of the simple pendulum due to change in temperature in different season, which leads to the change in time period of the simple pendulum. The last one is air resistance may also affect the time period of the simple pendulum. That's why we don't use the time period of a simple pendulum as time standard. For detailed study, visit our website. Thank you.